What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So when new classic physique weight regulations were implemented just a week back, we thought of Breon Ansley and how this could have been so much better and how it would have impacted his career if these regulations were announced a bit sooner. Well, his career would have been entirely different. Now, I'm not saying that Breon could have defeated Chris Bumstead a few more times, but he could have been more satisfied with the looks that he brought to the Olympia stage. That being said, the final decision by Breon hasn't been announced just yet. Is he going for Classic or the 212? Because all the comments in which people asked him this question, where is he heading for this year's Mr. Olympia? He has replied, we will see. Now he is doing the Olympia for sure. And if he is doing the 212, then there must be a special invite under consideration. Personally, I would like to see him in the 212 and see how he does in a bigger class, without any limitations on his weight cap. For the people who are suggesting that he should stay in classic physique for another year and try 212 next year, I think they are forgetting one thing. He will be 44 this year, and the more he ages, the less are his chances of becoming successful in the 212. Well, let's see how it goes, and do let me know what you guys think. Should he come back to classic physique, or should he go for the bigger division of 212 class? You guys must remember Horse Md aka Marcelo and how he was unable to make the weight cutoff last year when he decided to make his pro debut in classic physique. But sadly, he couldn't make the weight cutoff for the show that he decided to do that year. And the reason I'm mentioning that here is because if these new weight limitations were implemented back then, I think Marcelo would have made the weight cutoff. Which makes you think, should he have another attempt in classic physique? If I'm not mistaken, he is about 6 feet tall. So the new weight cutoff will be 103 kgs for him. So 5 more pounds compared to last time added to his weight limit. That makes achieving the weight cutoff relatively more realistic. I mean, he is still a big guy. Well, to answer this question, here is a story posted by Marcelo. That ship has sailed, as he is so much bigger now compared to 1 year ago. And open bodybuilding is the only way forward for him. Florian Person, another guy who comes to mind who will be able to bring a relatively better package than what we saw last year. Yes, despite not being able to place where he wanted to in Classic, he isn't switching back to open bodybuilding. Which, if you look at it from the fans' perspective, that is kind of a shame, because that physique was something special. Although he did not win his men's open pro debut, but I'm telling you guys, he was the most impressive guy on that stage for a rookie. And that was a phenomenal physique. And a vast majority of the bodybuilding fans believe that the results at that show were really unfair. But at the end of the day, it is of course the athlete's decision. And Florian has stated it multiple times that he was losing all the drive and all the motivation when he was eating and training to be a mass monster in the men's open bodybuilding. So today marks the day Michal Krizo starts his Olympia prep. And the way his physique looks right now, that is such an ideal point to kickstart a prep. He is so lean and yet so big that he might be able to grow into the show, at least for the next few weeks. So after his Emperor Classic win a few weeks back, he told everyone that he is implementing specific exercises to widen his back. Because that seems to be his biggest criticism for now. Because we saw that him and his coach has successfully sought out his conditioning issues. We did see how shredded he looked in Spain, and that is exactly what the fans wanted to see. He was lighter in Spain compared to the Olympia last year, but he looked the same as the Olympia, if not bigger than that in terms of size and freak factor. So Krizo is also another young guy, and there is a very high likelihood of him pushing into that top 8 this year, and with time on his side, his placing at the Olympia is bound to improve every year, unless he gets injured. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.